thought that came into my mind when I thought about stopping was fear, because that's what the enemy comes at us first with. So he tries to get us afraid. First he lied to me and said, if you stop having sex with her, you'll want to have sex with other girls, you'll turn into a man whore, that will be worse.
Now, I would imagine that some of the people here have not waited, right? And that's okay. And some people here may be in physical relationships with people that they're not married to. Some people may be in physical relationships with people that they're not even in a committed relationship with. And it's okay, because this still works. It doesn't matter if you've done it. It doesn't matter if you've done it 1,000 times. It doesn't matter. It still works. It's the same as starting to go to the gym. You're never so out of shape that exercise isn't going to benefit you. It still works. I'll tell you a story. My last girlfriend that I dated, I backslid. I was dating a girl that was a stripper not long before that, and we were having sex, and I was, life was just a mess. I was lost. I was ready to rededicate my life to God, and he started convicting me. Originally, I thought to myself, well, because what would happen is we would break up, and I would hook up with other girls. So I thought, I'm gonna be a one-woman man, me and her. That's it. We're gonna make it work. And we were having sex. We were in a committed relationship, and God started convicting me. I started feeling, you start feeling His guilt. Everybody, I'm sure, can relate to that. And the first thought that came into my mind when I thought about stopping was fear, because that's what the enemy comes at us first with. He tries to get us afraid. First, he lied to me and said, if you stop having sex with her, you'll want to have sex with other girls, you'll turn into a man whore, that will be worse, right? Just stay with her. Stay having sex with her. I decided to dismiss it and listen to God, and I said, all right, God, I'm going to try this your way. I said, look, and me and her had broken up a bunch of times. We had really good sex life, terrible relationship. And I said, all right, God, I'm going to try this your way, and if we're in love, I want you to convince me, and I'll marry her. But if we're not in love, I want you to convince me of that and break us up. I had that conversation with him. So I went to my girlfriend, and I said, look, I'm not sure if we're really built to last. I said, but I feel like the way we're going to find out is we're going to stop having sex. I said, and if we become convinced we're in love, we'll get married. But if we could become convinced we're not in love with each other, let's stop wasting each other's time. Because it had been 2 years we've been dating. So we cut the sex off, and within 3 weeks, it was like complete clarity. I mean, I could see, the clouds parted. She could see we broke up, and she got pregnant within a few weeks, and now she lives in another state with her baby, and she's really happy. And I'm like, whew, I dodged that bullet. So if anyone here is, in a physical relationship, it still works. It's never too late to get this started. Actually, something I talk about in the book was a 6-month challenge where people that are dating, from a selfish standpoint, let's say, I challenge them to take 6 months off to focus on themselves. And, whether it's getting your finances straight or just work on becoming the best version of yourself in that time, really learn to love God, learn to love yourself, and then start dating the way that God intended. And what it really helps you do is it helps you figure out, what do you really want in another person? And once you figure out what you want in another person, you can spend time becoming the person that a person like that would want to date and marry. Because ultimately, we attract what we are. We don't attract what we want, we attract what we are. There was a reason when I was really backslidden, I was dating a crazy ex-stripper. It was because of where I was at. So I would challenge anyone here, if you're not already on what I call the refrain train, to take 6 months off and start to work on yourself and do a reset. It really does, it does work.